What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. Well, today I'm gonna basically talk to you about what's been going on with this Wilder stuff and this Anthony Joshua shit. I mean, you know, a lot of indirects and names have been called out in certain hangouts and shit like that. Listen, I don't really give a fuck. I'm one that when I'm specific, I call motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? If anybody had anything to say to me, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just say my name. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it boxing. Let's get a debate going on. But I'm not gonna demean any of my brothers on here, regardless if you consider me your brother or not. You feel me? Feel what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really need to understand that none of these boxers give a fuck about you. So you need to really, really get a grip. You know what I'm saying? Because you're sounding crazy right now. Now, I'm here to debunk this whole shit about Anthony Joshua saying that he didn't want to fight till 2020 Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand that Joshua saying he wasn't ready just yet. It's something that you guys really ain't looking at the double standard here. Let's not forget there's a lot of double standards with you guys. Oh yeah, the same people that were backing Floyd up are the same people that are backing Wilder up. In some cases. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd retired, then came back, right? He retired, then he came back to more should have been matches. Only to leave him on hold, leave those matches on hold for his benefit, right? And you guys gotta understand that with that statement he made, he isn't trying to do that. What these fighters are doing now, the same fighters that you guys were backing up. You know what I'm saying? Wilder had so much opportunity to fight Klitschko, and he ducked him. I'm sorry, but he ducked him. Everybody knows that. Anthony Wilder could have made a lot of decisions as to making himself where Anthony Joshua is. And this is exactly what's going on. Look, you got 38 fights and no big names. The biggest name he got on there is Chris Arreola. I said this once, I'll say it again. You got 38 fights with no big names. Understand that. That's why he ain't going nowhere. Then you got 19 fights with Joshua. And in those 19 fights, he gained 2 titles and fought a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Who's fighting right here? Who's fighting right? You guys want the Wilder Joshua fight, but yet you're mad that he made an honest statement. You ever heard of that statement? You never try to put your hands up or try to fight anyone that you feel inside you can't beat just yet. You know what I'm saying? Or you shouldn't fight or try to challenge yourself when you feel you aren't ready yet. Now, 38 fights against 19 fights. And on top of that, you have Anthony Joshua being humble himself without you fucking guys trying to make this something that's already obvious, that he's made obvious, that he feels like he's still a prospect that just happens to hold 2 championships. How humble is that? But Deontay Wilder's calling himself the best without having a big name. A lot of you guys, like I said, double standard. You guys like big names, right? Big names is what makes things, right? But yet, no names, like none. Okay, so he is champ. You know what I'm saying? But 38 fights and still no big credible names, right? This is what you guys hold your standards to. Then you guys say that, oh, he fought Klitschko. He fought Klitschko. So if he fought Klitschko, he should be ready. But at the same time, you're the same guys that are saying that Klitschko is a nobody. You discredit him from the fucking, you know what I'm saying? You discredit him completely. And then you say he's old. But yet, to your benefit, because your man isn't worthy of a fight just yet, because he has yet to fight any of the fighters that fucking that Joshua fought for. And we're supposed to actually take this shit and run and say, oh yeah, he's scared because he said in 2020. Well, first of all, Wilder has to prove himself. Let's not forget he won a strap off of a title that was won, you know what I'm saying, from a vacancy from Stavern. Then he won. I mean, come on, guys, are you fucking kidding me? Look at the hypocrisy here. So since he fought Klitschko, right? And he gave such a magnificent performance, which is coming out your mouths because at the same time y'all was saying, oh, that shit was a shit fight. Klitschko was old. You know what I'm saying? He gets no credit for that, but now he gets credit. Now y'all want to give him credit because he said that he'd fight Wilder in 2020. But at the same time, you guys aren't taking a look at, and you know this because this is why you brought up another excuse, which I'm gonna get into. You guys know this shit. I don't give a fuck what channel you are. We still cool. It's all boxing though. But you guys are crazy. Like, you got to face the fact that regardless of his 38 fucking bum fights, he hasn't proven himself. And that's what he has to do. He has to prove himself. Weren't you the same guys under the same standards saying that you know what I'm saying, he don't sell tickets. He don't put places no asses and seats. He got no pay-per-view numbers. But now, since, you know what I'm saying, Mayweather fucked that up, you know, the pay-per-view numbers are out the way. So now it's all about asses and seats. Wilder doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's fighting impressively. Then that myth where people don't know Anthony Joshua, but they know Wilder, that's a myth. That's a myth because here in the Americas, and I'm not European, so here in the Americas, Anthony Joshua is basically known for his competitiveness. As to Wilder is known for fucking making excuses, and at the same time, yeah, these guys piss dirty, but Ortiz didn't piss dirty. And now it's all about the WBC looking out for his health. Get the fuck out of here. What about all the other fighters that you don't cheat, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't look into, and about their health? Now all of a sudden you guys, you know what I'm saying? Clean boxing my ass. Now, the Klitschko brother that wants to fight that wants to fight Joshua didn't actually say that he would take the fight. This is just news coming from third-party reporters, all right? All right? And Joshua and Pulev is still on. So you guys got to stop this shit. You know, most of yous are just showing your true fucking nature. Y'all mad because Wilder has 38 fights and is still considered the low tier in the heavyweight division. Y'all mad because Anthony Joshua is looking much better and fighting the right opponents. You know what I'm saying? Wilder took the high pay road, you know what I'm saying, and fed you these opponents that were irrelevant. Now, 2020 is a bit far-fetched. Yes, it is. But now you have to look at the unification race, man. Y'all want unification, screaming unifications, but at the same time, when it's time to fucking unify, y'all know that this man pissed, Ortiz that is, a fucking blood pressure medication. So y'all decided to, you know what, no, and give it an excuse about his health and all this other shit on Ortiz's health. Just not to fight him, so you can fight Stavern. So that way, when he looks good against Stavern, which we all know he's going to, you know what I'm saying? You guys can say, you see, he's ready for Joshua. But you guys have to understand that that's a bit premature right there. Because Wilder has not fought anyone. You guys were holding up standards against people. Oh, they ain't fight nobody. They can't face the champ yet. They can't face the champ yet. They ain't fight nobody. Remember that shit? So now what's with this now? How come your WBC champ who doesn't have any credible names under your standards has to now all of a sudden be forced into no, he still got Ortiz problems. He could have proven himself with Dillian White, and he didn't even take Dillian White. So what are you guys talking about? What are you bitching about? What are you guys live feeding about? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you guys pulling, you know what I'm saying, for a Wilder White or Chisora so he can actually shut us up? Because you could call me a Joshua dick writer, but I have given Joshua credit. But the thing is that he ain't fighting no fucking body. I don't give a fuck if he's a black fighter, yellow fighter, white fighter, gray fighter. I don't give a shit about any of that. Because the same guys that are pulling that off are the same guys with the same fucking standards, fucking jock riding, fucking Andre Ward. But yeah, Andre Ward is half fucking white. But you're only considering his black side. So get the fuck out of here on a three-legged horse with that bullshit. All of y'all. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all are a bunch of hating ass motherfuckers right now. Y'all mad because y'all want Deontay Wilder to look good, but he's making y'all and himself, first of all, look fucking terrible. With his fight selection, his fucking resume sucks. He fights fucking bums. He ain't fighting nobody. And y'all got the goal to get on and try to say that Anthony Joshua is scared, but yet Anthony Joshua said a long time ago that he feels that he's a prospect with only 19 fucking fights. Look how far he's gone, but he's humble enough to come out and point out what you guys are now pointing out just to have a one-up, to try to make faggot-ass Wilder look good, which is totally fucking irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? That he feels he's just a prospect holding titles. And y'all should have graduated him after he fucking, you know what I'm saying, stopped Klitschko. But instead, y'all went. This is why your stance, no matter what platform you put it on, has no fucking foundation, son. It's crumbling. It's crumbled. Because y'all had standards with other fighters, but not for this one? Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? He had White and Chisora. He could have fought White. He could have fought Chisora. He could have fought more credible opponents. So we can have a measuring stick like we always do. Have a measuring stick before two fighters are going to fight each other. Right? It has nothing to do, okay? It has nothing to do with Wilder's upbringing, his accent, how cocky and flamboyant he is. Not with me. That shit has nothing to do with me. It has to do with his fight selection. It has to do with him holding the most coveted heavyweight championship of the world and him not taking fights like Dillian Whyte, who put himself out there, who called him a fucking shit fighter, a shit house fighter, son. Me as an American, I'm ashamed of Deontay Wilder. Mike Tyson, everybody else filled in the mantle. As soon as you called him out, he fucking fought him. And he dares to come out and compare himself to Mike Tyson. And you guys are backing this up. You guys are backing this up. You guys sound more into the favoritism of Deontay Wilder becoming, you know what I'm saying, what you want him to be, instead of facing the facts that he will never be what you want him to be because of his selection. Now everybody, oh, but the WBC chose fucking, no. Weren't you the same guys that said also that he's able to pick and choose? You know what I'm saying? So then why didn't he pick and choose White or a Chisora or King Kong? He could have told the BC, nah, chill, hold on. It was only blood pressure medicine, nothing else. Then let's do it. What happened? Not even the WBC, the scumbags, and you're the same people that shitted on the WBC, and now the WBC and y'all are best friends now. This is some double standard shit. I don't give a fuck what platform you put it on. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to, you know, y'all lost your way behind these Mayweather politics, and you're screaming that y'all ain't down with Mayweather, which could be true, but you're still behind his politics that he has made. Facts. Facts. There are a lot of fucking uploaders and fucking channels that are poisoned with this. Following the wrong motherfuckers. Because of their agenda. I see through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once again, let me get that clear. It has nothing to do with the way he talks, with his skin color, his upbringing, or where he's from. It has to do with the way he's upholding himself and the way he doesn't fit the criteria of a heavyweight champion. Now all of a sudden everybody's scared of him. He's the most feared heavyweight champion, but yet King Kong Ortiz was already placed as the most feared heavyweight champion. And Deontay Wilder did take the bitch way out, because if he knew that it was just high blood pressure medication, he could have still asked the WBC, like every other fighter that did that, yo, it's nothing. We can fight. You know what I'm saying? But it was a conspiracy since the beginning, because they gave this motherfucker a fucking English fucking application instead of a Spanish application. Yeah, they went ahead and they filled it out, but they was complying with rules, right? Right? Let's not double standard this shit now. Y'all gotta be fucking real to yourselves and to your fighters. You want Deontay Wilder to be a much better fucking competitive fighter and to be accepted, then stop being fucking fangirls and fanboys and start fucking telling him, yo, not for nothing, but because a lot of Anthony Joshua fans, which are more honest than you Wilder fans, are actually telling Anthony Joshua like I am, and I'm going to do it right now. 2012, dog? Really? 2012? You feel you're not ready? I can respect that. But to fight him 2020, the year 2020. That would be 2 years. 2 years. So Anthony Joshua, you mean to tell me it's going to take you 2 years to get ready for this guy who is not really ready for you? That just wants to hurry up and get your name on his resume because he thinks that ignoring all the other hard hitters is better, you know what I'm saying? And just to get to the covenant prize, which is you. But then what happens, like Danny Garcia, pick and chose and fought, right? And then when he went to one of the tops, what happened? Came up short, right? This is what's going to happen to Wilder. This is why I don't understand how you guys are trying to rush this fucking fight without Wilder proving himself. Y'all happy with his resume? Y'all happy that the highest name he has is Chris Arreola and he won't fight fucking Dylan White or a Chisora or anybody like that? Is this, y'all proud of that? Y'all really think he's ready? Fuck Anthony Joshua saying he's not ready, because at least he came out and told the truth. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna knock a man and says, I'm not ready? I'm not ready to fight. Muhammad Ali came out and said, listen, these young cats to take my fucking head off. You feel what I'm saying? Even Mike Tyson said to himself with certain fighters he wasn't ready and fought him when he was. What are you fucking guys talking about, bro? Wilder had chances but chose an easy Stavern. You know what I'm saying? With that bullshit that it's his mandatory. He had a whole year and a half to give him that. You know what I'm saying? And he hardly fought his fucking mandatories. And y'all want Joshua. But y'all want Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But he isn't doing anything. And he still, like I said before, has Ortiz problems. Now he's got Dylan White problems. Okay? He has to prove himself, guys. You guys are all upset because Joshua is doing what he's supposed to do. He's only got 19 fights. Even you fucking guys said it. Even you guys said it. So now, why retract on everything you say? It's funny how selling seats and pay-per-view numbers and etc. was all relevant for your fighters, but the opposite, it's not. It's a double standard. All of y'all. And I don't care. Stop following me. Don't follow me. I don't give a shit. Because I think y'all hating. By 38 fights, Wilder should have already either had 2 belts or he could have fucking unified. He should have been unified. He could have went for Klitschko. He could have went for Klitschko. Let me give you an example of motherfuckers who fought right before they got titles. Okay, you ready? Mike Tyson, 27 opponents, kid. Took him 27 opponents before he went for that title. Anthony Joshua got it at 19, or should I say 15. Got his first title. And he still said that he still felt premature and that he felt that he was he's still on the prospect level. He just happens to have a title. So we don't need any of y'all calling him a title holder when he already considers himself a fucking title holder. He already considers himself a bit premature. But since a lot of these opponents don't want to step up, a lot of these champs don't want to step up. You know what I'm saying? He was saying he wasn't ready for Wilder way before when they was trying to rush the process. And y'all didn't bring that shit up. And y'all doing it now because Wilder looks bad, so now you trying to make Joshua look bad? Get the fuck out of here. Ali, also 27 opponents. Now here, Wilder was fighting right. He won the WBC in 25 fights. Now he could have fought Klitschko to start a unification or to unify completely. Tyson unified in 1 year after winning that first strap, yo. In 1 year. Wilder isn't Tyson. He wants to be the most feared man in boxing. Notice how he tried to put the man down, but yet take his swag without fighting. Those hands ain't certified right now for him to even get at a Mike Tyson. And Anthony Joshua as well is not a fucking Mike Tyson or at the status of a Mike Tyson. So y'all got to stop that shit too. What I'm saying here is stop being biased, man. Because in reality, right now, Wilder's looking very fucking bad. He's looking terrible. Terrible. Stop trying to take this into a race debate forum. Stop trying to take this as a color thing. Your man ain't fighting right. He's known as the bum killer, son. Y'all need to speak to this man. Y'all need to tell him, yo, why did you take Stavern? Instead of letting the WBC, because you guys say that he has power. So if he had power, just like every other fighter who's able to fucking cherry pick, it's funny how they ain't fucking picking the other fucking hard hitters. Get the fuck out of here. Highest name. The highest fucking name on his Areola. Facts. Y'all just hating because your man ain't fighting right. You're trying to debunk shit. You know how silly y'all look? Y'all look silly. Grown-ass men trying to debunk something for a fucking fighter who's actually shown that he's fucking scared of hard hitters. Right away. He jumped on it. Oh, high blood pressure medication. WBC, wrongfully accused fucking Ortiz on PEDs, and right away Wilder was so happy that he got all high and mighty, tried to diss Mike Tyson, called himself the most feared man in boxing, and what happened? What happened? He even said it himself. He said in that drive, that shit that he was saying on FloydHype.com, man, if it's no PEDs, man, and it's just high blood pressure medication, man, I want to fight him. What happened? What happened? He let the WBC pamper and powder that ass and let him fucking take Stavern to make these excuses is mandatory. But where was the WBC and where the fuck was Stavern? See how these plans all lay out and you guys get eaten by this shit? Where the fuck was the WBC screaming mandatory defense against Stavern or the rematch clause? Where was that? Where was that? And now you guys are using your power to try to down a fucking champ who already admitted long while back that, you know what I'm saying, he's already he feels like he's a premature title holder and he will do his best to fill in that slot. But yeah, here you got a man who has fought 38 nobodies and is thinking that he's much better than Mike Tyson. I don't get you fucking guys, man. You sure you guys really know what the fuck you talking about? None of y'all have to eat crow. None of y'all have to fucking... nobody has to listen to anything anybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're actually being racial about it. If you guys are going on other guys' channels, and I'm talking about the Anthony Joshua fucking fan. If you guys are going on other channels and being racist about it, then you deserve everything that's coming at you. But if you're not, and they're getting at you, they're putting you in that slot, then you know what? It's time that you speak up and let motherfuckers know where you stand. Because I'm not being thrown in that shit. I don't give a fuck who was racist, who was not. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit because I don't throw myself into that shit. As soon as I see a racist motherfucker on my channel, he's blocked. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit, so I have a right to speak. I have a right to speak up and tell motherfuckers exactly how they looking. You guys are looking like fucking fangirls trying to defend a guy who's not fighting correctly. Stop it. Because what's going to happen is, and I've seen it, people are going to unsub too. They're going to unsub and they're going to go straight to the truth. Other channels that are fucking telling the truth. That actually see it unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Joshua never should have said 2020. But at the same time, if you do your research and the history, you will see that he's already called himself a premature title holder. Because of the way the schematics and the rankings. And that's another thing. Y'all want fucking rankings. And when they start using rankings against your fucking fighter, y'all want to fucking speak up and go against it and say the rankings ain't shit. And come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all ain't confusing nobody but the sheeples and the casuals. You guys got to understand, you always have somebody that watch boxing that'll always come on the bunk his shit. Like myself and others. And those that are real conscious and awake, stay awake, man. Look, read in between the lines. Fuck all that. Reading in between the lines is for pussies. No, reading in between the lines is for motherfucking code crackers. It can be this way and that way, but the truth is always this way, right there. So that's exactly what's happening here. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Y'all looking real fucking crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Send me an invite. Send me an invite. Send me a fucking invite. Know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this. Because what I've put on tape so far is debunking Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder ain't doing shit for the sport of boxing, but just screaming and coming out prematurely, blaming motherfuckers when they know that it's really that way, not his way. Know what I'm saying? But y'all like to gracefully bow down to agendas. So go ahead. But if I feel y'all saying something wrong, I'm going to come on and debunk your shit. Whether you like it or not. You know why? Because it's boxing. Anything else that you're taking personal stuff and shit like that, yo, take a walk with that shit. Take a walk with it. Go fucking have a beer. Go smoke a blunt, nigga. Go fuck a bitch. Get it off your chest. But get the fuck away from me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That racism shit, that color of fighter shit. I don't give a fuck about any of that. When I get on this camera and talk to y'all about boxing, it's about fucking boxing. And right now, Deontay Wilder's looking like a fucking scared ass fool. You know what I'm saying? Going around downing another man for his fucking achievements. Why ain't you fight fucking Klitschko? You know what I'm saying? And don't not one of y'all fucking dare say that Klitschko ain't won because Klitschko was open. Your man ain't fighting right. 38 fights and he's still unimpressive. Joshua, 19 fucking fights and everybody fucking knows him. But yeah, you got guys out there saying that nobody knows fucking Joshua. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. That's just pure hate for the man because he's achieving. And I've seen this before. It's called boxer's envy. You know what I'm saying? They're envious of one fighter who's looking good and doing what he's got to do. That's why he's looking good. The Floyd Mayweather fucking piggyback days are over. Competitiveness has come back. Motherfuckers have to fight. That shit it's about hit and not get hit. Just like Ali said, you gotta be a fool in order to believe that shit. Muhammad Ali, a man who was in the beginning of his career hardly touched. You gotta be a fool to think that you're not gonna get touched while boxing. Because even your TBE got touched lots of times. So let's not kid each other here. Let's stop being double standard and using shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to benefiting y'all, stop that shit. Stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? If Joshua wasn't fighting right, then I would say the same thing. Just like I'm saying it now. You see the unbiased shit I'm doing? You guys need to fucking take a page, son. Because check it. That 2020 shit he said, I'm not flying with it. That's 2 years. You don't know if you're going to fucking lose that title within those 2 years. And we don't know if Wilder is going to get washed by somebody if he happens to step up. You know what I'm saying? So this is exactly what I'm saying, man. Like everything is premature. Everything is premature. Everything is premature. Same thing with fucking Errol Spence Jr. Y'all wanted him to fight fucking Keith Thurman so prematurely, but then when it was brought out on the table on how Keith Thurman would have washed him so early, oh wow, hold up, wait. Right? But now one video was made with motherfuckers coming out and admitting they were wrong. So this is why I'm saying that if you feel like you need to eat crow over this, don't eat it. Don't eat it, because what this shit is a fucking false flag. You know what I'm saying? By these Wilder / Heyman bought fucking channels and reporters, and some of them are just latching on to these channels, you know what I'm saying, and reporters, simply because of the favoritism they have with their fighter. You know what I'm saying? Look how simple that is. No matter how you speak, no matter how much of an attitude you put behind your voice, no matter how much you're kicking and screaming, the facts are the facts. Deontay Wilder is not fighting the right fucking way. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? We can have this debate if you want, but let's keep it boxing. Because I'm not calling nobody out their name. I'm not going to call nobody a punk motherfucker. I'm not going to call nobody nothing as to that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to debate. I know how to keep it clean. I'm a man, a grown man at that. So you guys got to understand that if you're going to bring this to me, you know what I'm saying? Understand now, the moment you call me a name, the moment you get upset and start, you lost. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing straight boxing facts here. Between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. You feel what I'm saying? Otherwise than that, fight fans, if I've offended you in any way, sorry. But ever since I came out the gate, it was all about defending the greats and about the truth in the sport of boxing. A lot of motherfuckers that switched their platforms. A lot of motherfuckers switch sides. Not me. Not me. I keep it true, and it is what it is. Deontay Wilder is not fighting right. And Anthony Joshua, if you do this 2020 match, you will definitely be on a shit list, and you will be considered as you ducking. But at the same time, they really have to do their research as well before they come and blast you and say that you're a premature title holder when you've already claimed that humbly. You know what I'm saying? And with only 19 fights and 2 straps, you're doing a great job. You're fighting hard hitters. Everybody's saying Pulev ain't this, Pulev ain't that. But how come Wild ain't fight any of these guys that are hard hitters that are not? Why? Why isn't Wilder fighting the same? Why didn't Wilder fight them before, since he was a year into the sport before Joshua? Since he's 38 and why hasn't he fought these guys? These guys are already supposed to be on his fucking resume as finished, since he's so fucking mighty the way you guys put him. Why? Why hasn't he? Because there's a lot of loopholes and shortcuts that he's taking and he took. That's why. Whether you want to fucking digest it or not, stop it. Stop hating. Stop hating. God bless. Stay vigilant. Peace.